Hi friends, I have a question for you. How far out of your way are you willing to go to eat at one of your favorite restaurants? The reason I ask is because today Tony and I are driving an hour and a half east of Las Cruces to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, all for some Texas barbecue.
That's right, Texas barbecue in New Mexico.
And we thought we'd bring you along, although, to be honest, we've never been at this restaurant before, but we have it on good authority that their barbecue is some of the best anywhere, and I'll fill you in on that in a bit. But we also thought it was a perfect opportunity to show you around Cloudcroft, which I haven't been to since I was a little girl, but I do remember that it was really beautiful.
I've never been there, so I'm excited to go see it. I love their saying up there. Their slogan is, they're 9,000 feet above stress level.
Yes, sounds good. Yeah, they're really high up in elevation, which means it's also quite a bit cooler. I checked the forecast, and their high today in Cloudcroft is going to be 58 degrees. In Las Cruces, the high is going to be 81, so it's quite a difference.
That's a big difference, considering we're still used to the warm weathers in Phoenix, so anything below 70 is
cold.
It's cold.
Exactly.
There's not a whole lot to see on the drive, just a lot of open land, although we do go past White Sands and also Alamogordo. The terrain starts to change a bit after that as we climb higher into the alpines of the Lincoln National Forest. If you ever take this drive, pull over at the highway lookout for the Mexican Canyon Trestle. You'll get a stunning view of what's left of a historic wooden trestle bridge built in the late 1800s. It's crazy to imagine trains used to cross these rails. There's beautiful hiking trails in the area as well, but today is about barbecue for us.
So this is probably a good time to tell you that we're going to Cloudcroft with some friends who are actually driving ahead of us. We're caravanning there. We met Steve and Sally through our YouTube channel. They've been following us since we lived in Arizona, and they watched as we moved from Phoenix to Las Cruces, and they were especially interested because at the time they were planning to move from Texas also to Las Cruces. So anyway, them being from Texas, they know a thing or two about barbecue, and they have assured us that where we're going today is well worth the drive.
We pull into Mad Jack's Mountaintop Barbecue 2 hours before it opens. Its rugged log cabin aesthetic fits the surroundings, and a light smoky aroma is in the air.
All right, everyone. So this is Steve and Sally, and looks like they brought Cody. Hey, Cody. How are you, buddy? Right up in the camera.
It's a little chilly, so let's head inside.
All right.
Steve is friends with Mad Jack, so we get to go inside before they open for a behind-the-scenes look.
All right, this is Creekstone Farms prime brisket right here, all natural. This is the star of the show. All wood, fire, no propane. Do it old school.
Man, that looks good. Wow, that's Central Texas at its finest right there, Saw Daddy.
The crew is gearing up for another busy day. And Mad Jack babysits the wood-fired pits that have been burning all night.
This here will last us a couple months.
He shows us the post oak wood hauled in from Central Texas that's used to fire them up.
It's a real mild wood. West Texas, South Texas, they use a lot of mesquite. But Central Texas, this is the key to making a good brisket. And we find some that's seasoned just the right amount of time. I drive 632 miles to pick this up.
Wow.
About every 6 to 8 weeks, I've got a big trailer and I'll go get a load of post oak.
This is premier wood for Texas-style barbecue, and it's details like that that make this restaurant the success that it is.
We opened on Memorial Weekend of 2015, and it took off like crazy from the beginning. And of course, every year it's gotten more and more popular. And I think our attention to detail and using top-notch stuff and the way we do things, and of course, there's not much in the way of Central Texas-style barbecue in New Mexico. It really just took off. And like I said, I'm very much a people person. I love people, and to be in this business, you really need to love people. All right.
And clearly he does. An hour before doors open, Mad Jack is interacting with customers who formed a line outside.
Woo! Look at
this line today, guys? Who hasn't been here before? Let me see some hands.
The word is definitely out about Mad Jack's barbecue because we met people from all over. Of course, it helps that there's an Air Force base nearby.
My name is Kat Johnston. I'm from Boston, and so we're here because we heard it was the place to get barbecue while we were visiting the area.
¿De dónde eres?
De Puerto Rico.
My name's Joe, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. Live right on Hollywood Boulevard.
We're from Alabama. Came up here to stay in line and get some barbecue.
Yeah, we're from Huntsville. We're ready to get some barbecue. Yes, ma'am.
Well, you only have about 10-ish more minutes.
Waiting in line is such a part of the experience, they sell t-shirts that boast of surviving it.
We're ready.
Are you ready?
But once it's time for the doors to open, hungry crowds are welcomed in with the ringing of a classic dinner bell.
Come on in. Hi.
You guys hungry?
Yes, sir.
You've come to the right place, buddy.
The experience, the way we do things, cafeteria style, and my staff, we have an amazing staff. And when people come through, you know, at least half of it is the experience. We cut up with them and visit with them, and sometimes the line moves a little slower than they want it to because we spend so much time with each customer.
Welcome back. I got a little welcome back bonus for you, buddy. Tell me if it's any good.
Perfect. Nice and juicy.
Not bad, huh?
The fact that I love people a lot, you have to surround yourself with top-notch people. And we very much have that. And then God's been helping me along the way.
Amen.
Guiding me in the right direction.
To fully understand the scope of that, you have to know how it all started. Mad Jack was working for his father, who ran a car dealership in Central Texas, but he always wanted more. He spent his free time learning the ins and outs of good barbecue and eventually bought a food truck that he parked at his dad's dealership.
My daddy was one of those old guys who grew up during the Great Depression, and he was pretty frugal with his money. And he told me about some hidden treasure. And
Putting it away in a coffee can or something like that?
Yeah, real simple. A lot of them guys from the Great Depression era would do stuff like that. We grew up like we were real poor. I grew up in the same house Daddy grew up in, and even our dealership didn't have any air conditioning. It was kind of run down, you know. About 3 weeks after he told me about this treasure, he passed away. I go on a treasure hunt, and between that treasure and the few cars we still had left at the car lot and stuff, we sold off what he had left. I was able to buy this place. And
nice.
The rest is history. Yeah, I told the city of Lockhart not to worry about my food trailer. I was going to move to New Mexico. And of course, everybody thought I'd lost my mind.
And that's where the name Mad Jack was born. He was just crazy enough to give Texas barbecue a shot in New Mexico, and it paid off. The old food truck sits in his restaurant today, reminding him of God's providence.
Sometimes people are kind of reluctant. They say, no, there couldn't be any good barbecue in New Mexico.
We ordered the brisket, a pulled pork sandwich, and a couple of sides, while Steve and Sally ordered brisket and an array of sausages.
That's your half and half.
Every bit of it lived up to the hype.
Wow, that's great.
2 pounds of sliced brisket. You're welcome, buddy.
The friendly staff, the casual vibe, the excellent food, it all comes together for a dining experience you won't soon forget. After a fantastic meal, we ended up in the heart of Cloudcroft, Burro Avenue, where we said our goodbyes to Steve and Sally and continued to stroll the Old West boardwalks. As I mentioned, I haven't been to Cloudcroft in decades, and it's just as I remembered. There's still no traffic lights, and this main strip is lined with a variety of shops in historic buildings.
When I was a little kid, my parents brought us to Cloudcroft to pick apples. It's too bad it's not apple season right now because we could have shown you that. But I also remember us going to some secondhand stores where I bought a pair of roller skates. You know those old-fashioned metal ones where you put your whole shoe in there? I got them, and that's what I learned to roller skate on. Anyway, today I went into a thrift store and I found this little planter that I'm going to use in my garden, and I also found a little ceramic teapot with little chilies on it, and they gave me the senior discount. So that tells you times sure have changed.
The skies were blue while we visited, but Cloudcroft is still a fitting name for one of the highest elevation communities in the U.S. Its population is only about 750. Most everyone you see is visiting either to escape the heat or just surround themselves in nature.
Well, we hope you enjoyed coming along with us today. If you're ever in southeastern New Mexico, you've got to visit Cloudcroft. It's just really beautiful. You'll get to breathe some fresh air and just experience some small town charm.
And come hungry for some barbecue, because that alone is worth the drive.
Yes, and order the brisket. Actually, anything you order is going to be good. And I'll put information on Mad Jack's Mountaintop Barbecue in the description box beneath this video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.